Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Edoggz Reviews. I will be reviewing the Transformers the Movie Studio Series number 86-22 Deluxe Class Brawn. As you can see, this figure does come in robot mode. The figure is for ages 8 and up. The packaging on the left, this is what it looks like from the front. So we have him running into battle here. On this side of the box, we still have the same picture, but we just have the whole body here. And on the back, we have the robot mode with the accessory. It takes 23 steps to get into this vehicle mode. We have a piece of scenery called the Decepticon Shuttle Ambush. If you've seen the 1986 movie, you would know what that is. On this side of the box, we have Studio Series here, 86-22, and then this is Deluxe Class on the bottom. And then on top, it just says Transformers the Movie there. On the bottom is some product information, and it is about it. Now, you do get a booklet, and the booklet is pretty good, and like the box says, it is 23 steps. Very good. We have this piece of accessory right here. You may not be able to catch on to what it looks like, but it's just a black gun here. Let me just get it in focus. That's what it looks like. No other colors to, like, you know, pick it out or anything like that. And you can put it in either hand if you will. So I'm just going to stick it on that side. Now let's get the piece of scenery out of the way. This is the Shuttle Ambush. This is somewhere like the third act of the 1986 movie. And if you've seen the movie, you know what happens. So therefore, there might be another version of Brawn coming down the line as a figure. But you can have this displayed if you want. You can put them in any pose you feel like. It is totally 100% up to you. Normally, these stay in the box and kept in the back. So let's take a look at the figure. Right, so we're going to brighten up the picture just a little bit. And my sun that's on this side may disappear here and there. So I'm trying to keep up with that. So this is what the figure looks like. Very good likeness of the 86 character. You have orange, red, green, and silver. I do like the silver on the forearms and the fists. And the knee pads are okay. On this side, you just, you know, a little bit more truck. You have these little cayenne blue windows there. On the back, you have, I want to say, a leaf green or military green. Could be a military green, not exactly sure where that is. And then you have this side. Now, up close, we have his face. Let me get it focused of his face. And he has this face throughout the whole series, you know, because he's grouchy all the time throughout the series. And he's probably the one who takes it out on most of the Decepticons. As for the Autobot symbol, very nice and big in the front. I like that. And I think that, and you know, that's about it right there. We're going to do some articulation, right? So we're going to just get this out of here, right? And the shoulder is on a ball joint. And you can go all the way around. You got that freedom to do that, right? You have the freedom to do in this. That's about as far as it's going to go. We have bicep swivel right there. And the forearms have a nice deep bend at the elbow. And not exactly sure if that's for the transformation or they just actually allowed it to do that. But it's on a pin on this side, and that could be adjusted if you have the right tools, if yours happens to be loose. The fists do not rotate. They just fold into this cavity that's underneath here. Lift up the leg here. Pretty normal. Let's see if we can get it to bend at the knee. And slightly less on the knee. Go out this way. Right? we have the swivel here on the thigh here, and we have the inner version of that on the hips, so you can actually make it turn at the base if you need to. Right, we have the feet. The feet do not rock back and forth, but they do rock like this, and that's about it. Now legs, going backwards on the front, or I should say the upper portion of the thigh is going to stop where this pin is, and then the lower leg, you could probably get that much, and that's about it. That's about it. Now, as for waist, you have to move out a lot of stuff. You have to just manage stuff to get this going. So you have to turn like that, 360 degrees, and then once you get it into a spot that you like, you push the backpack back. The head is on a pin and not a ball joint because of the transformation, and you may need to open this to make it turn, because I can't make it turn like that. Make them turn to that direction, or you pop this open, close it, make them turn this direction. That's the only way I can do it. Right now, we're going to do some unfair comparisons, and there's no beating around the bush around that one. We're going to bring in a stage, right, for this unfair comparison, and we're going to bring up the camera. And let's see if we can get that into focus. Oh my God. Oh God. Okay, so here we go. All right, so my first one is Masterpiece Bumblebee here. He is a tad taller if we count the head crest here. If we turn it to this side, Bumblebee has a little bit more of a chest or a gut. If you want to choose between the two, you can do that. But it's pretty much the same going on with this backpack. Right? And here is the other side. Right, now we're going to bring in somebody else. Give me a second while I'll make him stand. Let's bring in Wheeljack. Now we need to raise the camera just a little bit more. Right, gonna brighten up. Let's see if we can brighten it up. Right. Put them in right there, just so you can get a size comparison. And we're going to do one more, and we have the tallest Autobot vehicle, if you will, which is Trailbreaker. So now we have to make sure we get all of this in the shots. Maybe push back the stage a little bit. Hold on, I'm gonna be. Right. And you have it. Now you have two mini cons and two, I would say, a deluxe and maybe a large deluxe on this side, right? That don't look too bad. Now, if Brawn was a masterpiece, he will probably be the same size as Bumblebee. I can't really 100% back that. I would need a third-party figure to actually give that conclusion on that statement, but it will be in that area of Bumblebee. Let's just say that. All right. Get these guys out of the way. Now, transformation takes 23 steps. We're going to get this out of here. We're going to lower the camera. And we're going to start by taking this gun. And we're going to start with the hands. And when I first changed the hands, they wouldn't move because of the silver paint, but they are fine now. So we take the hand, you see this enclosure here, and just fold away the hand. And since you're here, you want to turn at the bicep so that this peg is facing outwards. Same thing, other side, bring hand up. I should say the arm up. You take the hand, fold it away, and you want to turn it like this. And you're setting this up for the end, let's say that much. So you need this peg facing outwards, and you need, there's another peg here. There's another slot there on his hands. We'll talk about that later. Next, what we're going to do here is we're going to do the chest. So you take the head, bring it down like that, and we want to turn the head around. So he's facing backwards, like so. On the inside, we want to unpeg these shoulders from this little, I'm not exactly sure what you're going to call it. It's like a stopper or some sort. So you just want to unpeg it from there, bring it down. Unpeg it from there, bring it down like that. Right, since we're here, we're going to take this piece, which I didn't think moved until I saw the instructions. So you take this table and you flip this all the way around like that. You take this piece right here, his chest, you just fold it up. Now it doesn't peg in or anything, it just kind of just like sits there. Right, it's supposed to be like a friction type of deal. Now you take the backpack, you want to bring it all the way out, because if you don't, you're not going to have the space for the next couple of moves that we need to do. Right, so you spread out the arms, you want to turn this around at the waist like that. Right, so we're going to focus on the legs. We're going to go into the feet. See how they're spread out like that. You want to close the feet like this. Close the feet like that. And you want to go into the inside of the leg. Kind of similar to battle trap. And you want to fold this all the way out like this. Same thing, inside the leg. You fold this all the way out. Make sure the feet are done. Let's bring this all the way out like this. Okay. Right, so we got that ready. You take the arm, right? We're going to set this up now. We're going to bring this up like this, and that's going to form the driver's seat window. And we want to make sure this is in the right spot. It is. Same thing on the other side. We're going to bring this shoulder up. We have the passenger side window, depending on where you live. And then we want to peg these two together. And it pegs into two places, at the top of the shoulder and at the forearm. So just peg together like that. So you should have that. And this is going to set up for these two pegs, which plug into the fist. So we're going to bring that up. Right, so all that's pegged together. Now you take this, just like battle trap, you want to bring it to the front, and the feet are going to fall into this little box here, right? And this should plug in like that. Like so. Now I'm going to show you something on this side. There is a peg. There's a peg that I need to show you on the chest. So there's a peg here, right? And it's supposed to go into this thing right here, and it never seems to close properly. And I'm gonna show you in a second what I'm talking about. Let's flip this around. Let's plug this in. Make sure this is done. And we're gonna plug this in like so. And this is what always seems to happen. It's like there's like a gap. And another thing is this doesn't want to peg into this section for some odd reason. So in order to fix that, I have to manage the rear legs to get it to like sit the right way. And you can see there's a gap there, so that's not sitting correctly. Right, so it clips in, hold that together, and then we just have to do some adjustments so that it won't pop out. Next, very simple. You take this piece right here, just flip it down like that. Take this canopy part, bring it down. It's gonna fall into these two slots. There's a slot there, there's a slot there, and then there's a slot there. And it's supposed to clip it together down here like that. Now you take your gun and you pop it up here, and there you have it. You have them all transferred into his vehicle mode. Now it's supposed to be a Land Rover, but it's like a made-up version of a Land Rover. You know, it's a 4x4 Land Rover, but there's no make or model for this particular vehicle. So this is what it looks like from here, right? You got the nice silver front with the two eyes there. You got the yellow bumper. You have the cayenne blue for the windows. You have the silver rims. Alright, nothing too much to talk about in the back except for, you know, the oil can right there. Right now, I want to point out something. I'm not sure if everybody's copy is the same, but the tire comes off, and I'm not exactly if it's supposed to do that or not. Should I super glue it, or should I just leave it alone? Because if I leave it alone, I mean, I could just position it wherever I want. That's a good thing. You know, if I super glue it, then I'm assed out. But yeah, I like the you know, Autobot symbol there. We're gonna do some comparisons. Let's do some comparisons in some vehicle mode. Let's bring in Jazz, which is the Deluxe, who's also a Studio Series as well. Let's bring in Trailbreaker. Slightly bigger. Okay. Take a look at that from the front. Kind of sort of similar. It's a pickup truck. Right. Let's bring in Ironhide. I mean, why not? I'm gonna do one time on this side, and that's about it. Right, so now we're going to transform it back into the robot mode, and we want to take this gun out. And the first thing we want to do is unplug this, right? And while we're at it, we can just flip this all the way back, and we're going to unplug the canopy. Right, bring that up, make sure there's clearance for all of this stuff. And you take this piece right here, the silver fenders, and you want to bring this back like that. Right, straighten all of this out, like so. Bring those legs out like that. Let's start on this piece. So we're going to take this piece and we're going to fold it on the inside. And it's going to clamp together. There's a clamping mechanism here. So it's just going to clamp together. And we're going to take the foot, which was here. We're going to bring it back like that. Take this bottom piece. We're going to flip it up. We're going to clip this together. That one was a little bit better. And we're going to fold out the feet while we're here. We're going to fold this out. We're going to fold that out. That one's already done. So we're good to go in this department. We're going to unclip the forearms and the shoulder. Let's brighten up. No, I can't. We're not going to brighten up the picture. I think we can see it. And we're going to bring this forward like this, like that. Take the forearm and shoulder, bring this out like this, like that. Like that. We're going to bring these up just to get them out of the way. You're going to turn around at the waist. That is done. We're going to bring the canopy. We're going to fold it down, and we're going to just move it up like that. Bring this down. The chest, you're going to fold these two pieces up. So we want to fold this up, and we're going to lock it into place. So there's like a little thing right here, and then there's a rectangular slot. Excuse me. I usually call them like stoppers for some odd reason. That's the only word that's popping in my mind. And to do the same thing on this side, just bring this up, get it over that little hump right there, plug it into the back. Right, take the chest. Not yet on the chest, but we want to take the face of the vehicle. And we want to turn this around. Right, now we take the chest, bring it up. You want to turn the head, and you want to plug it in like that. Right, bring down the arms, bring down the arms. So you want to turn at the bicep, where the hands are going to be facing you. Bring down that, bring down that. You get your gun. Right, and now we're done. Right, and that's pretty much easy. It's pretty much simple. Pretty simple. Now I am going to find like a third-party version of this later on, but this is a neat figure. It's a neat figure. I like the design of all of this that's going on here. Right, so let's bring in some of his peoples. See if we can get him to stand. So let's bring in Masterpiece Bumblebee. Stick him there. Let's bring in Masterpiece Wheeljack. And let's bring in Trailbreaker. Stick him in the back. Why are you standing like that? What's wrong with you? Alright, so we're gonna bring in some Studio Series figures. Alright, so we're gonna put Jazz here. And let's put Trailbreaker on that side. And we have Wheeljack. I mean, excuse me, Ironhide. God darn it. Right, and there you have it. You have this comparison to look for. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, give it a thumbs up. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, please do. It will be helping me out. I like to thank all the people who have subscribed in the last 3 months, I want to say. I'm still trucking to get to 1,000. I think I'm at 710, I believe. Last time I checked. But yeah, we still have some more stuff. In fact, we're going to be doing this piece. Let me see if I can get it. All right. So we're going to get these guys out of the way. And we're going to be doing the Target exclusive Dirge. I also have a pre-order for the Masterpiece Rhinox that will also be here whenever they release it. And there's like 3 more other figures that's on the way. Matter of fact, there's like 6 more figures on the way. So please stay tuned. I hope you enjoyed what you saw in this video, and I will see you, ladies and gents, in the next one. Please carry your umbrella because it's been raining. So take care, and I'll see you later.